Hi, my name is Chris, and in this instructional video I will be demonstrating how to create and manage new users within Windows XP. So to begin, we're going to come right down here to the start bar and go to our control panel. Once this opens up, you're going to come over here to the second column. You'll see the option that says user accounts. We're just going to click right there, and that'll bring up the user accounts menu. From here, we can manage the current accounts. Now these are the two defaults that come once you install Windows XP. Or we can come up here to the second option where we're going to create a new account. First thing we need to do is pick a name for the account. We're just going to call it test. And then we come over here and click next. And it'll ask you what type of account you want this to be. Right now, we can't choose limited because we need to create a computer administrator account first. So we're just going to hit create account here. And now you'll notice we have another account. It says test computer administrator. Now we're going to come back up here and create a new account. We're going to call this one test 2 and hit next. Now you'll notice we can make this one a computer administrator or a limited. Limited are restricted in what they are allowed to do. They can only access their folder and the shared documents folder. They can't access other users' documents. They cannot install certain programs, and they can't edit some of the more detailed configurations. What they can do is alter their own profile stuff, such as their picture, theme, desktop settings. They can change their password, and they can view any files that they create. So we're going to go ahead and make this one limited and hit create account. So you'll notice we now have test, which is computer administrator, and we have test 2, which is a limited account. Now we're going to click on test here, and this lets us edit the user itself. From here we can change the name. We'll call this one admin instead of test. You'll notice the name's changed. From here we can also create a password. We're just going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to type it in a second time. And if you choose, you can put in a hint. This is for people who have trouble remembering their passwords. However, if you do not put a hint, it makes your computer more secure. The less information you give people as to what your password possibly could be, the less likely they are to figure it out. So we're not actually going to put a hint because we have a ridiculously easy password. I'm just going to hit create, and you'll notice it now says password protected. Now we can change the password or even remove it now, but we don't want to do that. So now we're going to change the picture because this chess one, it gets kind of boring. So from here, there's several pre-installed ones that come with Windows XP, and alternatively, you can browse and add any picture that you want to be your icon. We're just going to go with the puppy though for now. And change picture, and there you go. You can also change the account type. Now if this were the only admin account outside of the administration default one, we could change this to limited, but since it is the only one, it won't let us. So we're just going to hit cancel. Alright, and then we're going to close this out. Go back into user accounts. And there's our newly altered account. And we can do the same thing for test 2, but we're not going to for now. We're just going to come up here to change the way users log on or off. Now, on this option, first I'll explain the fast user switching. What this does is I am currently logged in. I have the user editor open, and I have my computer open. Now normally if I were to completely log out, it would close all these programs and put me back to the login screen. But with this selected, rather than just logging off, you notice I can log off or switch user. By switching user, what it'll do is it'll leave all these programs running and leave my stuff there, but then you can log into somebody else's user account. They can do whatever they need to do, and then afterwards they log out. When you log back into yours, all of the stuff is still intact. Now the welcome screen, what that does is when you load up Windows, there's going to be a big screen that says welcome. It's going to have a list of all the users that are on this computer. And all you have to do is click on the icon and it'll ask you for the password if there is one. And if not, it'll just log you in. By deselecting this, it will instead come up with the box that will ask you for the username and the password, so it won't provide a list of usernames, which means unless you actually know the username that you're logging in with, you will not be able to log in. So because this is just a family computer, we don't want to do that. We're just going to keep it nice and simple. Now we're going to close these out and come down here to log off, and we'll just go ahead and switch user. And this kicks us back here, and this is the welcome screen that you see when you first boot it up. If you notice under administrator, it says one program running. That's the My Computer that we left running. So we're going to go to admin. We're going to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can hit the green arrow or you can press enter. Either way works. Here it is personalizing. That can take anywhere from 20 seconds to a few minutes. So just be patient with it. And there we go. We are now logged in to our new administrator account. My name is Chris, and thank you for watching this instructional video. I hope you found it helpful.